Kailangan natin mag-start yung recording, guys. Yan. Okay, good afternoon once again, class. So we will now begin our video conference this afternoon. So for today's video conference, we're going to talk about the basic notion and the love for God and the basic acts of religion as a virtue. So in this lesson, we are here to learn and to understand the religion and not to force you to believe in God or religion. Okay? So, hindi tayo dito magtatalo kung si God ba ay nag-exist or hindi, but we are here to learn for us to understand religion and not to believe and not to force you to believe in God or religion. Okay, this is noted, Paulo. Thank you. Yan. Okay, so let us proceed with our discussion. In this lesson, we have four objectives. First is to enumerate the proofs of God's unique love for man. Second is the manifest one's love for God in deeds. And third is to define religion as a virtue. And last will be discuss the basic acts of religion as a virtue. And finally, point out the reasons for serving God through the basic acts of religion. Okay? So what I have here is, in my next slide will be a painting. So you can also see this in our K-Hub. It is the fresco painting created by by the Italian artist, the famous artist Michelangelo, and it is called The Creation of Adam. So here is the picture. This painting can be seen in the Sistine Chapel, sa ceiling ng Sistine Chapel to be specific. At dun sa ceiling ng Sistine Chapel, there are 9 panels. The painting is based from the book of Genesis, kung saan nagsimula ang lahat. And mula dun sa 9 panels na yon, ang pinaka-popular or pinaka-famous dun sa painting is this one, the painting that is called The Creation of Adam. So in this picture, we can see details that is worth observing. They say that the picture is worth 1,000 words. Yan. And based from that picture, we can see so many things very symbolical. And as I research through about this picture, there are artists that explain something about the picture, and we will enumerate that the details of each picture. So let us start by um, this one, the background. So the background describes or represents heaven and earth. So as you can see, doon yung earth, yung kinalalagyan ni Adam, and the heaven will be kung saan nakaploat si God. Okay? So again, what I'm saying here is the explanation of scholars or art scholars. Yan, just for references. Second is the appearance of God. So as you can see, what we can see about God is he is wearing a white cloth, and and also he is too old, meaning to say he is wise and old. Diba? Sa atin naman ay um, kapag matanda, may mas experience, may mas alam, may mas knowledge. Yun yung tinutukoy nila dito. Kaya matanda yung ipinaint ni Michelangelo dun sa fresco painting. Okay? Second is the Adam's body. And as you can see, Adam's body is too perfect. It means that man must achieve perfection. Not in a body form, but pero yung when we say perfection, we have to achieve the last stage, the highest stage of humanity, at yun yung tinatawag natin pagiging makatao. Okay? Second, fourth is the string-shaped red cloth, yung pumapalibot doon kay God. So according to the art scholars, this represents the human brain. Yeah, no, not the womb, Lawrence. It's the brain. Kung mapapansin nyo, hugis human brain siya. And that symbolizes intelligence. At yung intelligence na yon na ibinigay or wisdom, wisdom na ibinigay ni God sa tao. Okay, yun yung symbolism nun. Next is the green cloth. Yan. The green cloth represents the umbilical cord. Yung umbilical cord, yung naka-attach sa baby kapag siya ay pinanganak. Okay? So it says that man must be born and not be created. Kaya kung mapapansin niyo dun sa Adam's body, meron siyang pusod. Okay, hindi siya yung sumulpot lang kung saan, kundi siya ay ipinapanganak. Kaya meron siya doon. Yun yung symbolical meaning ng green cloth, the umbilical cord. When they discover the parts of the brain, so well, I don't know, Lawrence, kung kung kailan yon. So maybe I give you an information about that. I-research natin yan. Okay? But anyway, let us proceed to this one. Next is Adam's posture. Yan. Kung ano, nakikita niyo doon sa kay Adam's posture, medyo may pagka-lazy, may pagka-low energy yung kanyang ipinapakita. So this represents, so it means that man lacks devotion to God. And as you can see, yung kanyang fingers medyo tinatamad siyang i-reach out si God kahit alam naman, kahit medyo merong tinatamad siyang i-reach out si God kasi parang meron siyang doubt kung siya ba ay totoo o hindi. So, sir, bakit hindi siya mag-extend ng fingers para ma-reach niya or ma-touch niya si God? So, actually, yun yung last part na kinakailangan nating i-discuss dito. Yan, their fingers. So, kung mapapansin natin, halos lahat ginagawa ni God para ma-reach out si man. Pero dito naman sa left side, dun sa side ni Adam, nagre-reach out naman siya kay Adam pero kulang siya sa energy. Parang nagda-doubt pa rin siya kung siya ba ay magre-reach out sa gustong ibinibig sa pag-reach out sa kanya ni God. So in this posture also, dito itina-transfer ni God yung intelligence, yung symbol, yung wisdom na mula sa kanya na ibinibigay niya dun sa tao. Okay? So, kung mapansin natin, kaya siya medyo doubtful na sa existence of God because God has given us freedom. Yan. We have the three gifts. We have wisdom, we have the wisdom, freedom, and conscience. Yun yung mga ibinigay sa atin. And speaking of freedom, ito yung nakikita natin sa picture na pininta ni Michelangelo, The Creation of Adam. Binigyan siya ng kalayaan kung siya ba ay magko-connect kay God o hindi. So it's up to it's up to man if kung gusto niyang mag-reach out or kung gusto niyang mag-connect kay God. Okay? So yan yung mga symbols, yung mga kinakailangan nating bigyan ng pansin dito sa fresco painting ni Michelangelo. Sir, why do we have to discuss all of this? Sir, I do not believe in God. Sir, I do not believe in religion. I do not believe in both. Sir, I am very faithful to my religion. Sir, bakit kinakailangan natin tong i-discuss? Just like I said earlier, we are here to learn and understand the religion and not to force you to believe in God or religion. Yan, kinakailangan nating unawain yung mga bagay na nakapalibot sa atin because as a human person, we have to know the knowledge, we have to gain the wisdom kung ano ba yung nangyayari or ano ba yung mga kinakailangan nating malaman sa mundong ginagalawan natin. Okay? So, I am giving you information about this painting and the world around us. So, it's up to you to observe it, to believe it or not. So, anyway, let's proceed to the discussion. So, according to Jose Tomas Sanchez, our cardinal, yan si Cardinal Sanchez, from isa siyang pare and siya ay under the Roman Catholic Church, and based from his experience from this love relationship with God, yan, he realized that there are something in us na yan, ito yung mga yon that God made us. Na yan yung mga realization niya during um, during his life as he go through life as a priest. Yan, that God made us na ginawa tayo. This is according to Jose Thomas Sanchez. And that God made us, ginawa daw tayo ng Diyos. Though there are scientific study na nanggaling tayo sa ibang mga nanggaling tayo sa iba. Specifically, nanggaling daw tayo sa unggoy kasi yun yung mas kahabig natin bilang isang tao. Second is that we are so special. We are special because we are created in the image and likeness of God according to Jose Thomas Chavez or Cardinal Sanchez. Yan. Then he entrusted us with taking care of the earth. So kung ano yung nilikha, that di ba nga sabi ko yung painting ay kinuha mula ay based from the Genesis, so yung creation of the earth yon or yung paggawa ng mga yung sa 7 days of creation. Yan. Kumbaga, sino daw yung mag-aalaga daw ng mga ginawa ni God? So, kaya ginawa tayo ni God para alagaan yung mga resources na ginawa niya. But we are also weak and prone to selfishness. Yan. Ito yung sinasabi natin that na man is created unfinished. Hindi pa talaga tapos ang isang tao because the man must achieve perfection at kinakailangan matutunan na yon. Yan, kaya prone tayo sa makagawa ng kasalanan. So it's okay to commit mistake as long as we can learn from our mistakes. Fifth is, but God reaches out to us, inviting us to trust Him again, to walk with Him through our human journey. So in this part, this is optional. So if your belief is you do not believe in God, well, that's okay. If you believe in God, well, that's okay. If you not believe in religion or whatever believe or kung ano man ang pinapaniwalaan mo sa buhay, well, it's okay because it is your decision. But what matters most is your actions. Sir, why actions? Kasi that determines who we are. So yung mga kinikilos natin. So regardless of religion, regardless of belief, we should do what is best for mankind. And that is to do good. Gumawa lang tayo ng gumawa ng mabuti. Okay? Maging mabuting tao tayo para sa sarili at maging mabuting tao tayo para sa ibang tao. At yun yung mas pinakamahalaga na dapat gawin ng isang tao. That is to respect and love each other. Okay? So meron tayong He gave us a mysterious gift called free will. Yan nga yung tinutukoy natin kanina. So it is in our actions, it is our choice, it is our decision kung ano man yung gusto nating gawin sa ating buhay. Kaya binigyan tayo ng free will. Yan, you can still be good even without religion. Yes, look, tama yon. I know someone, if I can still recall, if you are familiar with Nas Daily, guys, are you familiar with that short video clip
Yes.
posted by Nas?
Yes,
Yan,
that's one
familiar kayo
minute.
din, di
See you
ba?
tomorrow.
Yun. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. Yun yung kanyang famous tagline at the end of it, in the end of every video. Meron siyang in-interview. Kung nararamdaman niyo yun, I can't recall what episode it is. Merong isa siyang in-interview na tao na inexperience niya lahat ng religion. Out of curiosity, he go through religion to religion to religion at in-experience niya lahat yon. Catholic, Islam, born again, Baptist, Buddhism, Hinduism, lahat in-experience niya. For the sake of curiosity, ano bang meron sa religion? At I don't know how the video end, pero masaya siya sa kanyang na-realize after experiencing all those religion. Again, it is our free will. Sir, bakit tayo pinanganak na may religion agad? What I'm trying to say is, um, nung bata tayo or nung maliit pa, maybe 3 years old or 4 years old or may iba nga 1 year old pa lang, binibinyagan na agad sa simbahan or sa anumang religion na kinabibilangan ng inyong magulang? Well, actually, we have the freedom to choose our religion. Nagkakataon lang na gusto agad tayong pabinyagan ng ating mga magulang in their based from their beliefs. Kasi just to give you an example, in Roman Catholic, kasi as part of the Roman Catholic religion, ang paniniwala namin ay kapag ang bata ay namatay nang hindi nabibinyagan, hindi siya makakaptawid sa langit. That is from the Roman Catholic belief. So hindi ko lang alam sa ibang relihiyon. Ganon din sa basta yun, dapat kinakailangan binyag agad. Kaya ang nangyayari, medyo nagiging Roman Catholic na yung tao bago pa niya ma-realize na iba pala yung gusto niyang religion. But actually, pwede naman siyang umalis kung hindi na siya masaya sa kinabibilangan niya. Di ba nga sinabi ko sa inyo dati, if you are not happy anymore, if you do not love what you are doing, then leave. Lumipat kayo kung saan niyo gusto at kung saan kayo masaya. Because we have our freedom. Pwede naman yan. Okay? So ito yung mga realizations ni Cardinal Sanchez na maaring mag-guide us sa atin sa ating religion. Yan. How can we express the love for God? So again, regardless of existence of God, whether you believe or do not believe in God, or you do not also believe in religion, this is what we have to do. We have to live life, do good, and be good to others. Okay, sana makuha niyo yan. So next, let's define what is religion. Kasi yung God, di ba nga when we discuss the divine law, that is God, then followed by the eternal law, wherein nagkameron ng division, nag-originate yung mga iba't ibang religion kasi meron silang kanya-kanilang paniniwala. So what exactly is religion? The word religion is taken from the Latin word ligare. Ligare means to bind or to connect. And adding the re before the ligare causes the word to mean rebind or to reconnect. So it is, if I'm going to explain this in a simple way, parang ito yung wifi natin. Okay? So yung wifi natin or yung LAN connection, this is our way to connect to the internet. Yan. Kung nalolos tayo, pwede tayong ma-reconnect or kung ayaw na nating mag-social media or gumawa ng anuman sa ating mobile devices, we can disconnect kung hindi na tayo masaya. And also, we can reconnect kung gusto nating bumalik sa Kanya. Yan. And that is our religion. It means that it is somehow a bridge for us to connect to our God. Kung sino man yung God na na sinasamba ng isang specific religion. Alam ko naman na iba't iba ang ating religion. So in this section, maybe some of you are Roman Catholic, some of you are Iglesia ni Cristo, some of you are born again, or some of you are Islam. Pero if you're going to observe, hindi naman siya hindrance para magkahiwalay-hiwalay ang isang section. Di ba? Nagkakasundo naman kayo as a whole section kahit iba't iba ang inyong religion. Yan. Some words from St. Thomas Aquinas. So, St. Thomas Aquinas defined religion as distinct moral virtue whose purpose is to render God the worship due to Him as the source of all beings and the giver of all good things. Meron kasi tayong tinatawag na pagmamahal sa Diyos. At ito yung nagbibigay ligaya sa isang tao. So again, it depends upon your belief. Meron kasi talagang tao na kapag nagbibigay siya ng devotion or pinapakita niya yung virtue yung religion as a virtue, nagiging masaya siya. A good example of this is si Pope John Paul II at si si Saint Therese. Yan yung mga nagmamanifest or nagpapakita ng religion as a virtue. Yan, source of all being and giver of all good things. If we're going to look back from our previous lesson, when you were in grade 7, ito ay papatak sa isang cardinal virtue, and that is what we call the virtue of justice. dun siya papatak and falls under obedience of the first commandment. Okay? This is according to Saint Thomas Aquinas. So what next is we have here the basis act. The basic. Sorry for that. Basic act of the virtue of religion. So this, according to the study, this applies to all religion in general. Okay. So again, we are here to learn and not to criticize other religion. So first is the basic act of religion is praying. Yan. Halos lahat naman ng religion nagkakameron ng pagdadasal. So they have their own forms or they have their own kind of praying. Yan. Mga sa mga Islam, I know there's a specific time for them to pray. Kaya pag sumapit yung oras na yon, regardless of their position or regardless of where they are, they have to learn. Kumbaga humaharap talaga sila sa specific direction. Hindi ko lang alam kung saan mismo yung direction na yon. Kaya sa mga Katoliko naman or in other religions, sa Iglesia ni Cristo, na merong tayong culture or practice na prayer after and before meal, prayer before sleeping, prayer pagkagising, at iba't iba pa. But the question here is, when is the best time to pray? The best, just to tell you guys, the best time to pray is not about the time. It's about how you feel. Magandang magdasal kung kailan mo gustong manalangin. It is not when you are done eating or you have your meal, kung kakain na kayo, or it's not when you are about to sleep, hindi rin yun, but it's about when you feel like praying. Yan, kahit nga nasa banyo, kung naisipan mo magdasal, then go and pray. Because prayer is the simple way of communicating to your God. Okay? Next. By the way, do you have any questions, suggestions, comments? Just type in your question here or comments in this chat box. Okay, let us proceed. And next is adoration. When we say adoration, it is respect, reverence, or homage to God. When we speak about adoration, it is abiding the rules of the church. Yan. So, a church sorry. Yung church kasi is meron siyang sinusunod na mga guidelines. Meron siyang mga kinakailangan sundin. For instance, sa Roman Catholic, yan, kinakailangan sumimba every Sunday. Yan, sa ibang mga religion din, may time din sila ng pagsamba or pagsimba. Okay, may iba-iba tayo ang paraan how to adore our religion. Next is sacrifice. Yan, when we say sacrifice, is showing your submission by offering to God something precious that belongs to you. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na mahalaga sa iyo yung anak mo, iaalay mo yung anak mo. No, it's not about that. When we say sacrifice, it is something, pwede ka mag-offer ng money, pwede ka mag-offer ng bagay, o kaya magkakameron tayo ng pag-aalay sa part ng isang misa or sa inyong pagsamba, nagkakameron ng offering. I remember someone na iba hindi ko lang natandaan kung ano yung religion nila, pero ang culture sa kanila kasi, kapag unang sweldo ng isang tao, as part of their religion, they are required to submit their first job salary, whole first job salary, yung buo, dun sa kanilang church. Imagine kung ang first job mo is being an IT specialist or a scientist or an engineer or something, a job that give you so much money. So yung unang buwan mo na sahod, ibibigay mo yun sa simbahan. So yun yung isang rule nila, how to give sacrifice dun sa kanilang religion. I can't recall kung ano yung religion yon. So basta yun yung kanilang ginagawa. Yan. Third is devotion. When we say devotion, it is an act of the will which man gives himself promptly and readily those which pertain to the service of God. Yan. Ito yung actions. When we say actions, it is action. These are actions to express their love to their religion. If you are familiar with the Poong Nazareno sa Manila, ano nga bang ano yon church? Quiapo nga ba yon? Kung di ako nagkakamali. Practice to every year kung ano yung kung hinihila nila yung Poong Nazareno. So that is their devotion kasi they experience something that others are not experiencing. Kumbaga kung yung isang santo na yon or isang Diyos na yon nagbibigay sa kanila ng blessings or napapagaling sila yung mga bagay na tulad ng mga ganon. So nagkakameron sila ng devotion, parang panata nila bilang isang as part of that specific religion. Yan, lalo't ngayon, devotion yung as part of their devotion yung ngayon, 'di ba Ash Wednesday ngayon, 'di ba may mga nagpapaabo. Yun, part yun ng devotion. Yan, tsaka rin ng adoration as respect to their religion. Tsaka meron din sa iba't ibang mga religion. Meron din sila iba't ibang culture and ways on how to devote themselves in a specific religion. Yan. Next is the number 5 is social worship. So when we say social worship, it is the upgrade version of devotion. Yan. Pag sinabing devotion, parang it is between God and you. Kapag sinabi namang social worship, there are group of people who na devoted dun sa isang religion. To put it simple, sino dito yung mga army? Yan, yung mga BTS fans. Yan. Hindi naman sinasabi na sinasamba nila, hindi naman sinasabi ko na sinasamba, di ba? Na inahantil sa Diyos. Pero parang similar yung pinapakita nito sa social worship. Kumbaga is ang dami-dami nilang isang group boy band yon pero ang dami-dami nilang fans. Yung fans sila nag-create ng fan page at meron silang community at yung mga grupo ng mga fans ng BTS. So ang tawag sa kanila mga armies. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yan. So natutuwa sila sa BTS and that's pwede nating masabi na meron dong social worship na na natutuwa sila or panapan sila or they adore that boy band. Yan, yun yung social worship. Next is respecting His name and using His name of God with reverence. When we say reverence, it is the deep respect to religion or to their God. So hindi nila dapat ginagamit yung pangalan ng Diyos sa masamang pananalita. Though there are expressions na nagagamit ng isang tao tulad ng oh my God, yun, that is an expression pero it doesn't count, hindi naman siya nagka-count na maling paggamit na pangalan ng God because that is only an expression. Pero yung sinasabi nating deep respect dito, kumbaga hindi mo ilalagay yung pangalan ng Diyos kung saan parang kinakahiya mo siya or sinisiraan mo siya. So, yun yung practice ng iba't ibang religion just to give reverence and respect to His name and using the name of God with reverence. And we have here question from Lawrence. Is composing a song about God or Jesus, even if it is not for worship, an example of religious? Yes, it is a part of religious act, yung pag-compose ng mga songs about God or Jesus. If you are familiar with Hillsong United, yan, hindi naman sila Roman Catholic eh. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, again, correct me if I'm wrong. Marami na silang nagagawang mga songs about God at kahit nga yung ibang mga religion nagagandahan sa kanilang mga songs. Oo, tama. Thank you, Paula. Yan. Meron ding napabalita dati sa sa TV Patrol matagal na yun eh. Kumbaga, di ba may practice ang mga Roman Catholic na nagpapasyon kapag magmamahal na araw? Di ba merong mga group of people na ginawang rap or ginawa nilang rap yung pagpapasyon? Well, okay lang din yun. Kasi that is their way of showing respect or love, kung paano nila i-express yung sarili nila, how they can express the love for God. Yan, para religious act pa rin yun. Even though it is rap. Pero nandun pa rin naman yung mga lyrics, yun pa rin naman yun. Yung melody lang yung binago. But still, passion pa rin siya. Meron pa ba kayong questions, reactions, suggestions? So with this we end our video conference. We end this lesson. But to end this video conference, just to clarify guys, kung meron kayong mga query, kung meron kayong mga questions, mga suggestions pagdating sa submission ng activities sa K-Hub, kasi alam ko there are some of you that is na non-believer or believer of God or hindi naniniwala sa religion. So again, pwede naman tayo mag-adjust dun sa ating mga sinasubmit. Okay? Message nyo lang ako kung nahihirapan kayo so that we can adjust. Okay? Questions, guys? Questions, grade 8? Questions, class? Meron pa ba? So again, this video conference is not in we are here in this video conference for a specific reason. We are here to learn and understand religion, not to force you to believe in God or religion. Pero sana na let's do our best to do good things for ourselves and to others. So this is once again your teacher Jomar, ang teacher niyong maligaling, saying, keep safe, God bless, and bye-bye, grade 8 ilang-ilang.
Bye, sir. Thank you
Thank
po.
you. Bye,
Stay
sir.
safe.
Goodbye. Thank you, sir.
Bye,
Yeah.
sir.
Goodbye and thank you, Sir Jomar. Stay safe.
Same to you guys. Thank you.